Hi, Paul here, back with an update for Light Sound Chamber Strings. We just finished our 2.0 update, which should actually be released by the time you're watching this. Just a note, this is just a walkthrough of the new features in 2.0. If you just want to patch playthrough the new instruments, that'll be in another video and I'll link that in the description. The update starts with the samples themselves. There'll be a complete re-download of the product, so you can actually delete your old one. We basically just completely did the whole thing. Everything was recut, so the shorts included, they won't feel as laggy and everything. Everything sort of feels more like the first violins, which everybody was saying that they really liked. The intent was really to get everything else up to the Violin 1 standards and then also improve, everything as a whole together. We started with the playability of the whole instrument. We designed our own script for playability because it seems like there's a sort of a push in the industry at the minute to really get playability at the head of everything. So we thought we'd take the opportunity to really get a playability update for all of our instruments coming forward, and also we didn't want to release something new without updating everything we had first. There's also a few quality of life improvements, things like the mics themselves being normalized to each other. We also had an ensemble patch, as you can probably see here. So the first update is to the legato itself. It's a lot more playable. We actually have a system that transitions from short to long note, and that's not done with an overlay. It's very good on your CPU. If you play a short note, you only get a short note. You're not also getting a long note, so you're not getting those extra voices played. So just a quick demonstration. There's also general updates to the actual legato itself. It's just a lot more flexible now. It should be a lot more playable for everyone. In addition, we've also got the slow playing mode. This is done by holding down the pedal. So by default, it's always in the fast playing mode, but if you hold down the pedal, you get slow attacks and releases. We also added the ability to create legato transitions from these slow releases. You'll see this in the demonstration, but you just hold down the pedal, and at any point during this release, you can just play a new note and it will create a legato transition. It also makes it a lot easier to play rebowed, and we do have real recorded rebowed transitions. It's extremely playable, and it really allows you to just write quickly without needing to put in a lot of CC data. It's actually really good, I found, for notation. So if you're writing with Dorico or Sibelius and you use a slur and you've got it so that the slur will half the duration of the last note within that slur, it will basically create sort of an end of legato, and then a new phrase will be created with the next one. It actually works out quite well with it. The system that allows transitions from shorts to longs is also available in the longs patch. So you can actually play the longs patch polyphonically, either in fast mode or slow mode, just using the pedal. You don't have to change anything, you just play as you normally would. We also completely redid our loops. So originally we just had sort of a general loop within Contact, but instead we added equal power loops within the samples themselves. It just means that you just get a constant straight loop. You never hear sort of the loop happen. It's also a little bit better on the CPU, which is also nice. It's worth pointing out that that was without any CC information, so it's really easy and quick to get a good sound. Using this technique, you can actually do some pretty cool things, some sort of like neighboring note tremolos and longs. So just as a quick demonstration of the kind of thing that you can do, which you normally can't do with a lot of instruments. This next one was a feature request by a lot of users. The ability to affect the length of shorts with Time Machine is now possible. You just use this speed slider far to the left, and you'll use it will slow down the time. So it's a very leisurely, sort of very relaxed short, and then far to the right is a very, very aggressive. Almost. We made sure that you could go sort of further than you want, just in case you ever want to do it for an effect. But then whenever you control click, it will actually disable Time Machine. So with other libraries, you normally need like an extra patch for Time Machine. With this, you don't, because it will actually just not use Time Machine whenever you've got it set to the default. Lastly, the doubles patch has been reworked. We had some pretty good feedback about it, and redid it so that now the short note will be the first note, and then the doubled rebow will be the second. This happens so when you play the note, you get the short, and when you release the note, you get the release, which is the rebow. We also extended the range to be the full range now, so the full range of all instruments. So for the cello, bass, everything, it's all full range, and obviously you can see it on the ensemble patch now.